Hey guys, so we have a full comparison here between two excellent but very underrated phones, the OnePlus 5 and the Huawei Mate 10. And let's see how they stack up. Now you have amazing specs on both phones. On the OnePlus you have the Snapdragon 35, which is pretty standard for high-end Android phones. Whereas on the Huawei you have the custom Huawei chipset, the Kirin 970. And the Huawei first one to boot up. And now the OnePlus up as well. Alright guys, so we have a lot of different testing planned for this video, and next up let's go over the specs. You have a larger screen on the Mate at 5.9 inches versus 5.5. Also higher resolution on the Mate at 499 ppi versus 401. On the front you have a 16MP camera on the OnePlus and an 8 on the Mate. And on the back both phones have two cameras on them. On the OnePlus one is 16MP, the other one is 20. And on the Mate one is 20MP, the other one is 12. And we'll be having front and rear facing camera comparisons later in the video. Internally, both phones have either 64 or 128GB internal storage, and on the Mate you do have micro SD card support, on the OnePlus you don't. Both these phones have massive batteries, although larger on the Mate 10, 4000 capacity versus 3300. On the OnePlus you have the Snapdragon 35, and on the Mate you have the Kirin 970. OnePlus is either 6 or 8GB of RAM, and I do have the 8GB model for that, and on the Mate either 4 or 6, and I have the 6GB model. Unfortunately, both phones do lack waterproofing, but the Pro model for the Mate does have it. Now looking at the bottom, one of the things I like about the OnePlus is that it's an extremely thin phone, but as you guys see, both phones have USB Type-C, and both phones do have headphone jacks as well. And looking at the back, a bit more premium here on the Mate. You have an all-glass back on that versus metal on the OnePlus, but both phones pretty nice designs and very comfortable to hold. But one thing that's really good about both these phones is the fingerprint scanner is right here on the front, whereas for most phones this year it's on the back instead. And let's go ahead and continue with the rest of the test now. So next up we have games and apps opening. Everything closed out on both. And getting started with NBC. And pretty close on both. Spotify. Slight advantage here for the OnePlus. YouTube. OnePlus. eBay. And again, we have the OnePlus here, so OnePlus doing an amazing job so far. iFunny next. And once again, the OnePlus here. Amazon shopping. And no guys, it is annoying with the phone flipping like this, but we'll get some type of mat to put under it. I think the Huawei is especially prone to this. But as you guys saw, once again we have the OnePlus there. Photos. That was pretty close. Now we're getting to the more intense stuff, so first up we have Modern Combat. Yeah, this Huawei really likes to slip on here. I guess it has a bit of a curved back on it, so I think that's why, but yeah, usually your phones don't have that much of an issue. Once again, the OnePlus. Now keep in mind guys, the Huawei, it does have higher resolution, more PPI. Again, that's 499 versus 401. But regardless, amazing job here by the OnePlus. Temperon too. But of course guys, we still have a lot more testing to do. Multitasking cameras, the speakers. This is just one of about 9 or 10 tests. But once again, the OnePlus here. And final app, Asphalt 8. Oh, and this one actually, we need a new update for it. Let's go ahead and do Mario Run instead then. Mario Run. And again, we have the OnePlus here. Hey guys, in doing this part later, there was actually a couple apps I forgot to load up. So settings, and X1 on both. And finally the AnTuTu benchmark. So X1 scores on both, but a bit higher on OnePlus at 181,000 versus 177. Next up we have a speaker test, and first up we have the OnePlus. And now at Huawei. And one more time. So the OnePlus is definitely louder. I think I like the quality a bit more on the Huawei, but again the OnePlus is louder. And honestly, both speakers are average at best, so wouldn't let it be a factor in your decision. Next up we have Chrome and credit the web history on both. And first up we have IGN. And it's waiting for this image right here to load up. And this one going to the OnePlus. IMDb.com next. And this one pretty easily going to the OnePlus here. Next up we have OnePlus. And very, very close there, but this one going to the OnePlus. And final one, Huawei.com. And again, we have a slight advantage here for the OnePlus, so a little bit of advantage here for OnePlus for web browsing. Next up, we have Fingerprint Scanner, and this is one area where both these phones absolutely amazing at. You have the ideal placement right here on the home button, and as you guys just saw, both of them extremely, extremely quick. I'll just say this, guys, these may be the two best fingerprint scanners for any phones on the market. Maybe a tad fast here on the Huawei, but it's really just an animation more than anything. Oh, and also I have to give Huawei some extra credit for having these very small bezels, but still putting it on the front rather on the back like most phones this year. Next, we have multitasking and going into Spotify first. So towards the beginning, and a slight advantage here for the OnePlus. Once again, back towards the beginning here with NBC. Both of them refreshing. And advantage here for OnePlus. Let's try out Super Mario Run. Excellent. iFunny next. And once again, very good here on both. Slight advantage for the OnePlus. But guys, the main thing here is that neither phone is loading the app, whereas the big majority of phones would reload these. eBay. And looks like advantage here for the OnePlus. Oops, action click too fast on Temper on 2. But as you guys see, pretty much exactly the same on both. Next up, let's try out Modern Combat. Excellent here on both phones. Amazon Shopping. Once again, very good. And let's try out Asphalt 8, even though we do have an update for that. Let's see if it is on the screen. Yep, very good here on both. And one final one, we're going to go back into Chrome. Excellent. Now, next up, we have a few different camera tests. I'm going to bring in this link. Link amiibo. And for now, we're going to be testing out the speed. Okay, so the Huawei looks a bit faster here. Yep, this one definitely going to the Huawei. Pretty easily. And next up we have a quick comparison of the front-facing cameras. Again, on the Huawei it's 8MP and on the OnePlus it's 16. And test on image stabilization. And next up we have a quick comparison of the front-facing cameras. Again, on the Huawei it's 8MP and on the OnePlus it's 16. And test on image stabilization. And a quick comparison of the rear-facing cameras. And test on image stabilization. And here's a look at the maximum zoom. Alright guys, so let me know in the comment section below which phone you think won. Now I have to say guys, very impressive with the OnePlus in terms of the speed. Definitely did a bit better than I was expecting there. But on the Mate, I think he did a pretty good job with the camera test. So again, let me know in the comment section below which phone you think won. Now that's it, we still have a lot more testing to do between these two phones, including the battery test. So if you guys are not already subscribed, you can press the button in the middle there for more videos. Also, we'll be getting the Mate 10 Pro, so we'll have videos on that as well. Or if you want to watch another video right now, you can press on the top left corner. And as always, thanks for watching.